What is going on, y'all? Robert Sikes, KetoSavage.com, and we got another podcast episode for today. This one is with my lovely wife, Crystal. We brought her on because we got some exciting news. We want to kind of do a recap of 2024 and talk about some of the highlights coming up in 2025, of which there are several, one big one. So, that said, let's roll the intro and dive in. How's my hat look, Jim?
Goofball-y.
Hat looks awesome. Like what?
Goofball-y.
Goofballing.
Yeah,
and
that center thing is supposed to be in the center of your forehead, not on the
no,
side.
I like an offset.
That's why you look like a goofball.
Yeah, I do look like a goofball.
Okay, go ahead.
We'll just roll from right there. We'll just start the podcast so you call me a goofball. All right, y'all. We got Crystal and myself. Crystal's my wife. She's also the mother of Rigel. Kind of an interesting way to start the podcast. How you doing, babe?
I'm doing great. Thanks.
Doing great?
Mm-hmm.
So we have a lot to talk about. We are recording this podcast because I don't have any other podcast recorded right now, and Crystal's like my backup, babe. That didn't sound
Wow,
right.
I think I'm pretty sure I'm the first babe.
But you know what I'm saying. So from a podcasting standpoint, I wanted her to come be like a little filler person for me. So we figured we'd take this opportunity to talk about the main highlights of 2024. We're in 2024, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to talk about some of the things we're excited about in 2025, of which there are many. We have a lot to talk about. We typically do like a year-end review. And since we're recording this on December 4th, we're kind of rolling all that into the year-end review. We also do a podcast together on the 100th episode of every podcast, but we'll save that for episode 800, which is crazy. There's going to be 800 episodes.
Is that soon?
No, this is, I think, episode 730 or something. Okay. So we got a little while. But that said, let's just dive into 2024's highlight reel, kind of some of the main things. Talk about 2025, what we got coming, and just some things that have been going on behind the scenes that are not really privy to everybody else's ears because we haven't been vlogging at all. We were terrible with the vlogging.
Terrible.
But we got a lot of homesteading, update stuff, all kinds of stuff. So you want to just start taking it from the top, babe? So highlights of 2024 that come to mind for you?
We got a dog.
We got a dog. We got Diesel. Diesel, we got him. We picked him out in January and we got him in February, right?
His birthday, I'm pretty sure that's exactly how it went. I don't remember the exact day that we got him, but I'm pretty sure it was February. His birthday is January 4th, and we got him when he was 6 weeks old.
So he is not yet a year old, and he's every bit of 140 pounds.
Yes.
And a full-blown puppy. He's pretty cute, though.
Yeah, he's pretty cute.
He's pretty cute. He has taken a liking to our chickens, so we have no more chickens. So from the homesteading standpoint, we are now chickenless because he learned to like chickens. However, since then, we've taken him to the trainer, and that did wonders. So he is a well-behaved gentleman now for the most part.
He is. He was wild. Like, he was something else. Love him to pieces. But at one point, I was just like, I have made the biggest mistake getting this crazy puppy.
Like, that breed is a Cane Corso. It's like an Italian Mastiff. That breed is super protective, and they just innately know to protect us because we're his family. Mm-hmm. So super protective of us, but not in like a negative way at all.
Yeah, like people can come over to our house and he's not going to attack them. But like there was a person who was walking by our house the other day, and I happened to be there, and he totally ran up on him. And yeah, he definitely will protect us, but he can very easily tell who we are allowing at our home versus who's not supposed to be there, which is really cool.
Yeah, and his big thing now is just eating Christmas ornaments.
Yes.
He does that.
Yeah.
He does chew on everything.
Yeah, that's like this breed's thing. I follow a lot of like Facebook pages for this breed. And everyone said like they're super mouthy, they chew on everything. Doesn't matter if you give them bones or not, like they're gonna just chew everything.
But he doesn't really chew like our shoes and stuff.
No, he chews like harder things, like the rocking chair that sits on our front porch. Like he ate
rocks or charcoal.
Rocks. Get charcoal. He'll get in our fireplace and take out pieces of wood or charcoal out of there. It's just so weird.
Yeah.
But he does. He definitely does chew on everything. And
we're doing straight up carnivore with him. So we use My Pet Carnivore, and he's eating 6 pounds of meat, 4 to 6 pounds of meat a day, twice a day. Mm-hmm. 3 in the morning, 3 in the evening, and he loves it.
Yes,
So
he does love it.
we love diesel. That's a big thing from a family standpoint, homesteading standpoint.
Yep. We butchered our lambs.
Butchered
so
our
we have
lambs.
no more lambs. We have no animals other than Diesel right now.
Yeah. We will get more chickens now that he's been
Yes.
trained. We will definitely get more chickens. We may get pigs next year.
Yeah.
But for sure, chickens, right?
We are going to get chickens. And Diesel, we do think he would do really well with them, but just to safeguard our chickens. But also, we're getting Robert's parents' dogs while they sail. So for this next year, we're going to have them for at least 6 months. And they're bird dogs. So putting them with chickens is probably not the best idea. So we're going to get chickens, but we're going to build a lot better fencing and area for them to be in, which is a little bit sad because we really wanted them to be just free range, just pasture, just go do your thing. But they still have a good life when they have, they'll still have plenty of space, but it will be fenced in.
Yeah, it'll be good. What else we got? From a business standpoint, we had a lot of things happen this year. We launched the course. So the Savage system at ketobodybuilding.com is live. Super proud of that. We're continuing to update that and refine it and polish it, add more content, improve what's already there. But that was a huge weight on my shoulders throughout the competitive season last year, because I've been working on that for 4 or 5 years now, I think.
Yeah,
it's been a long
crazy.
time coming. But that is now officially live, and people can get that. And that's pretty much everything in my brain laid out in course format. And we've got a thriving tribe membership. So it's like a private membership that people get if they get it. And we do weekly live calls there. We had a weekly live call last night. That's super engaging. So yeah, I'm super proud of that and just excited to facilitate this environment where people can grow together.
Yeah, I'm super excited for the community to grow because it seems like everyone who is a part of the community is just man, this is a really good, positive, encouraging group of people. And I feel like there's so many groups that are not that way. And it's not on Facebook. There's a lot of Facebook groups and things like that. This is completely separated. It is its own thing. It's super easy to access because it's literally an app on your phone. But I just really I like the feedback that you're getting on the community and how great it is. But I'm super proud of you for getting that done. And Chip, gosh, you guys have put in a lot of work. A lot of work. It was a long time coming.
Yeah, but all good stuff.
Yeah.
And then we're going to start doing private retreats through that as well. So people that are in the membership get first dibs on the private retreat, but then other people can do the private retreat as well. So we're probably going to host.
It'll be open to everyone. But
it's going to be steeply discounted for people that are in the membership. But that I'm super excited about. We'll kick that off in 2025. I might want to say that for the 2025 spiel.
I know. I keep
that's super exciting because we're going to bring in an expert speaker. We'll book out a big Airbnb, and we'll just have a weekend where we're together intimately with everybody in the same spot. Because a lot of these conferences, I love the conferences, but it's just so chaotic. Everybody's flying in. And then you've got a million different vendors and a million different speakers, and people are rubbing shoulders for 2 minutes at a time. With this, it's we're going to have a whole weekend together.
Well, it'll be limited on the amount of people.
Yeah, probably 20 people tops. And then we'll have fireside chats, cookouts, and it'll just be real deal stuff. Because I feel with all the benefit that technology brings, it removes a lot of that intimacy factor. And I feel people crave that. And I just want to be able to offer that,
Yeah.
So that'll be good.
Yeah, I'm really excited for those.
Another big thing happened in 2024 was Keto Brick Cacao crisis. So that kind of came to a head, and our ingredient prices went through the roof. That's why I went to Brazil for 10 days trying to figure that out. And we were forced to increase our prices and charge shipping. But that was a lot of sleepless nights. I remember waking up in February of this year with a legit panic attack. I think it was February of this year. But we had Rigel, we had just gotten diesel, and then everything that I knew about the business got flipped upside down on its head. So that was kind of scary.
Yeah.
But we made it through.
Sure did.
We're making it through. We're
hoping that Tallow. We're still pushing through, but
we're hoping that Tallow kind of acts as a saving grace on that one for sure. But that's been looking pretty positive so far.
We did a launch, and it went really well. People seem to really like it. And so we're going to keep pushing that, and hopefully it just continues to go well.
It will. I feel optimistic about it. What else big 2024? We had like a whole list of things before we sat down to record, and now we've forgotten
We're
them.
like relaunching the apparel.
Yeah, that'll be 2025 as well.
Yes. Yeah, but we did our like first relaunch, I don't know, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we're really excited about that. It's really hard because
People
like,
probably don't believe us that we're excited about it.
I know. It just
We
seems
apologize.
like it seems like it's been on the back burner. Like we felt like we've like relaunched it several times, but we actually have Greg. That's another thing. Greg joined us this year.
Yeah.
He's been a huge asset to the business and to Robert, and just that's been a really awesome decision.
My triceps are bigger than Greg's, so I'm just going to throw that out there right now.
But yeah, now that we do have Greg, that will be a little bit, I feel like it will be a little bit easier to carry on with the apparel launches and like just bringing on different ideas, kind of like pushing things through. But the apparel has like got the back burner so much, but I feel like it could do so well. And like we all, like all of us here, wear our apparel all the time. So I'm excited to provide more stuff. And like right now we've done like a lot of t-shirts and hoodies and things like that, but like we're excited to do things like leggings and shorts and joggers, and
I want to get into like gear too, like bags and duffels and like
really
stuff.
good quality things that we can offer. And yeah, so we're really excited about that.
Yeah, so we're going to revamp the entire website. We're going to roll out like giveaways with that. We're going to have like a membership component to that. We're redoing the whole website from the ground up, changing everything. So that'll be a big project going into the new year that I'm excited to unveil. So that'll be good. And we've been kind of doubling down on just everything in-house. So we do all of our own printing in-house, like we do with the bricks, all our own production in-house. So that's been good. Mm-hmm. What else? There was a couple other big things for 2024. So there's one massive one that I'm forgetting. What is it?
I don't know.
And I always think business stuff, but I felt there was like some personal stuff that was going on. Let's just roll into 2025 and then it'll come to me. So like obviously the apparel stuff we're excited about. And then with the Keto brick in 2025, we've got multiple new tallow flavors dropping. We got a few flavors dropping this month there, tallow. Mm-hmm. We got a big one in beginning of next year. So we're kind of roll into that World Carnivore Month in January and kind of turn the world upside down with some exciting things in that regard. So stoked about that. We're just trying to streamline everything. The whole manifesto for this year was to just get organized, reflect, recalibrate, and re-engage was the manifesto. So I just wanted to get everything organized, and that's been kind of like the main focus. So just streamlining operations. We invested in some new equipment. I went and looked at some equipment earlier this week that would streamline operations for the bricks as well. So yeah, we're just trying to get things dialed in. So many businesses, so many people try to expand before they've got things streamlined, and then they just crumble. And I would rather grow more slowly and organically, but soundly. And I think that's been the primary focus for this year for sure. Because we have a lot of things, a lot of irons in the fire, so to speak. Like we've got the bricks, the apparel, the course, the other course. We've got the family component, the homesteading, the Live Savage. We just have all these things, and it's been stressful, but it's all because everything that we're doing, we're passionate about doing. And you've taken a significant back seat role in the company. Like you're not nearly as involved as you were when we started. I mean, when we started, it was you and me making these things by hand in a kitchen with a freaking fork and a measuring cup. Mm-hmm. And now you pretty much do payroll and health department stuff. That's pretty much it. And booking. You do a lot of my booking for flights, Airbnbs and flights and stuff like that. But you've been a full-time mom. So talk about that.
Yeah. I love it. I love being able to stay home with Rigel. I will say that it is hard to see things that are happening with the business, and I don't know, just not being able to be here. And I could come, but Rigel is a little rambunctious these days, and so it's a little harder to contain him to have a meeting with Robert or whatever. So it's a little bit harder to have to continue to take steps back, because in the beginning I was still doing a lot of things, and that like I slowly just stopped doing as many things and just saying like, I think this is too much. I don't have enough time for this. And like Rigel's schedule has changed over the last 2.5 years, that it's like, okay, at first he's not like, newborns are needy, but I still had time because he was so, anyways, I feel like I'm going to go into a long story, so I'm going to just make it simple and easy. It's wonderful. I absolutely love staying home with Rigel. He is amazing. It's a huge blessing to be able to be home with him, but there's also the hard part where I want to be more a part of what's going on with the business. I want to have more of those adult conversations as well, and purposefully saying no to things can sometimes be hard because I want to be a part of it, but then I'm like, but this is my priority right now, and I need to be okay with that. So it's a bittersweet, but like super sweet too, you know?
Well, I mean, this is kind of what we knew we wanted to do from the very get-go.
Mm-hmm. But it's hard to transition it because
Yeah.
I was so involved, and I was like, we were just in everything together, and now we're both just like doing everything together, but like separately.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm very grateful for the fact that we've created a life in which I can go and focus on my strong suit, and you can go and focus on your strong suit, and we can both divide and conquer, so to speak. And I mean, a lot of people, nothing against it, but like they are in a situation in life where they have to send their kids to daycare, and they're just at daycare for 8-10 hours of the day. And I mean, Rigel's with you 99% of the time.
Yeah.
And you're there for every moment, every highlight, everything, you know. And he feels very loved, and I don't think you can put a price on that.
Yeah.
And then when I come home, you know, he and I spend a ton of time together when I'm home, and he just soaks that up, and I soak it up. And I think it's good for me because I can kind of step away from the business and actually be present with him when I'm home. And he's grown a lot. I mean, he's 2.5 years old now, but like the words he's learned, like he knows exactly what he wants. He knows what needs to happen to get that. He's able to like implement critical thinking. I mean, it's just pretty cool to watch, you know?
Yeah, it's super cool.
And he just, I don't know, like I'm excited to see his personality start to flourish. He's super interested in all things with wheels.
Yes,
And
wheels and motors.
Yeah, like he loves tractors, side-by-sides, dump trucks, excavators, motorcycles, anything with wheel and motor, he's all about. So it's cool. It's cool. I'm excited for when he gets old enough for me to be able to take him hunting, take him fishing, and just like let him get involved as opposed to just being a bystander and watching, but like actually, you know, letting him do the thing. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. What do you think from like a parenting, homeschooling, because we're going to homeschool at least initially. When do we need to start doing that? I need to start talking to people about that.
It's a lot of people do whatever they want. Some people do preschool at home. Some people do kindergarten. I personally, from the research that I've done and a lot of just gathering more information from other moms and people who are teachers and lead in schools and things like that, the best age to actually start a sit-down school is at 6. So Rigel would be 6 in May, and then he would go into that school year as a first grader, kindergarten, whatever that is.
Yeah.
But we will do some, I will probably, the year that he's 5, I will probably start to ease him into a little bit of sit down work, just so I'm not like all of a sudden just like saying like, we're going to sit down and do the work, you know.
But he's already doing like a lot of reading and stuff. Like we read books to him every night.
Yeah.
And he's like super engaged with that. Like
he does love books.
Yeah.
He loves to read. Yeah.
He loves that. So yeah, I'm excited about all that stuff. Having a kiddo is the best thing. Like I didn't know what I would think of having a kid in the beginning. It was scary to me. You know, I thought it would be like a distraction. Kind of the same thing with having a relationship. I thought it would be a distraction from my goals. But like now that I've got a kid, it's like he's the highlight of my day for sure. You know, so it's the best.
It's not me anymore. It's Rigel.
Yeah, it's definitely Rigel. He is the best though for sure. And like he's like a puppy dog. Like he loves you unconditionally, and Like, we can get on to him and scold him for something. He'll recognize that he's done wrong. He'll probably do it a couple times to see if he can test us. But then, like, he's not mad at us. Like, it doesn't fester or linger or anything, which is, like, everybody should be like a kid, you know? Like, everybody should be like a 2.5-year-old with most things. But yeah, that's exciting. We got another big thing in 2025. We've got the competition that we're hosting.
Yes. Yeah.
So super excited about that. We're building out the website right now. I got like 3 different website designs going out simultaneously, but we're building out the website. That's going to be naturalstatesavages.com because we're hosting it in Arkansas, which is the natural state, and it's going to be for natural competitors. So we're going to be hosting that. We've already booked out the venue. The venue's super nice.
Yeah, it is super
I've been on the phone calls all week with polygraph examiners, hair and makeup team, tanning team, judges, MCs, all that good stuff. So that's coming together, and that will be in September of next year, 2025. Greg's doing the show. Several people that are in the tribe membership will be doing the show. So that's going to be awesome, September 27th.
Also, let me break this down for you guys who don't understand the way competitions work. Our friends and we could even compete at this show. Actually, I don't know that you could.
Yeah,
but, like,
I'm not going to. But.
Right. But we could compete at this show because we are not allowed to be judges. And so there are specific judges for the federation. And those judges come to judge your show. So these people who are judging don't know Greg is our friend. They don't know, anything about these people. They just show up to judge the competition. So there's no...
bias.
Yeah, there's no bias in it. And, I feel like with some people who have competed again and again and again with this federation, they will get to know those people. But it's really cool because like Robert's tribe members, they can all come compete, and these judges have no idea who they are or where they're from or how they know about the competition. They're just there to judge it, and I think that's really cool. I think that that's like really important to put out there because some people are like, how is Greg doing the competition, and like, what if he wins? Like, we have nothing to do with the judging. It just comes from like the judges that are brought on by this federation. Yeah,
and we're going all in with it. Like a lot of competitions are seemingly thrown together last minute. There's a lot of inefficiencies. There's a lot of distraction. There's just a lot of noise. And like from the very get-go, like the websites are all kind of super dated. Like we're just going all in and doing this high end from the get-go because I want it to be an amazing experience for the competitors, for the athletes. So yeah, we're pulling out all the stops. We're going to make this thing a freaking, knockout. So if anybody's interested in competing, definitely look into it. It's going to be September 27th of next year. We're going to have... It's going to be good. It's going to be really good.
The venue is awesome.
Yeah, the venue's awesome. Everything's going to be awesome. It's all going to be savage. But yeah, it's going to be good. What else we got cooking next year? We got, my folks are sailing, kind of like you mentioned. They're setting sail in a few weeks. And they're going to sail to the Caribbeans and Bahamas. And I'm not sure where else they're going. They're going to be gone for like 6 months. So we're going to watch their 3 dogs. So we're going to have a whole lot more chaos in the house. Initially, we may wind up getting 3.
That's true.
So yeah, that'll be chaotically exciting. I'm excited for them. Like I'm super proud of them for pursuing that and doing it. So that'll kind of have an impact on us for sure, but all in a positive way. And then what else we got cooking? We got, you must say what we got going on.
Yeah, something going on in June.
In June, we got something going on. We got another baby on the way. So Crystal is prego.
Yep.
At the time of this recording, 10 weeks, 11 weeks.
We're at the end of our first trimester.
Yeah. So, and we're gonna start doing like last pregnancy with Rigel. We did trimester podcast, so we could talk about all of that. So
far things have been the exact opposite.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to do these podcasts again and listen to the difference in Rigel's pregnancy and this one because they're just so different already.
Yeah, but we're super excited about it. I mean, we were thinking, like, we plan everything and are very strategic with everything that we do. So this was not an accident by any means, but like we were reverse engineering our life. And we were like, okay, if we get pregnant now, Rigel will be 3 years older than his sibling, and I wanted there to be a relatively close age gap. Everything that we've studied shows that, you want to wait at least, was it 2 years?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
From
mostly you just want you want all your minerals and stuff to be replenished. And I have done mineral hair strand testing and things like that to test for minerals, vitamins, etc. And actually all my stuff has been really it's looked really great since even Rigel was 6 months old when I did my first one, and everything has actually looked really great even since then. But I think that's a part of fueling your body properly, which is why we eat the way we do and why we work out and why we do all the things. And I never actually I never went into a deficit from months before I got pregnant with Rigel until now. I've never been in a deficit of calories, and just been eating consistently good food. But it is generally best for the healing of the woman's body, physically. Also, having had a C-section, it's best to wait they have different periods of time that they suggest that you wait between birth to conception. And there's just different things. But yeah, usually somewhere after 2 years is best. I think they say up to 4, and then after 4, there's not really that big of a difference.
Yeah, but for me, it's I wanted, I'm 2.5 years older than my brother, and that was pretty good. But I wouldn't necessarily want Rigel to be 6 years older than the next sibling, because I want them to be able to play together. Because Rigel loves kids. He loves,
oh my gosh, he loves kids. Yeah.
And when we go to church and stuff, he just wants to play with the kids. Whenever he sees kids, he wants to play with them. So
let's go to the park and play with the kids.
Yeah. So I want to give him another kid to play with.
Yeah.
So we're super excited about that. We don't know if it's boy or girl yet. That'll be at the 20-week mark that we'll find out. So a few more weeks to go until we know that. And we'll do a super deep dive, kind of like we did with the trimester ones previously, because we'll do that every 3 months going forward until baby's here. But yeah, it'll be good. We're excited. We're excited for sure.
We are excited.
Do you think it's a boy or a girl?
I don't know. I feel because things are so different, it has to be a girl. But in case you guys didn't know, the Sikes only make boys. So
there's a couple girls in our family.
There is a couple of girls, but
yeah,
it's a lot of boys.
But there's a lot of girls in your family, so maybe
there is a lot of girls
cancels
in my family.
out or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel they say that it comes from the guy. I don't know. Who knows? But it might be a girl.
Yeah. So that's
I don't know. I don't know though. I'm kind of just anticipating it being a boy, and then if it's a girl, I'll be excited.
I'm gonna be excited either way.
Well, yeah, I'm anticipating it being a boy. I'm excited about being a boy mom because I already am one. And then, but if it's a girl, it'll be
yeah,
we get something different. Cool.
Yeah, as long as they're happy and healthy, and Crystal's happy and healthy, I'm happy and healthy, so we're all good. So yeah, that's a big thing of news for 2025. Due end of June, roughly, give or take.
Yep, end of June.
So we'll be sure and keep y'all updated on that. Yep. And what else we got cooking? That's the main thing. That's the main thing for sure.
Yeah.
Big pivotal moment for sure.
What's crazy is the last time we were on the podcast, this was the one where Rigel was with us, and we were like, our lives are mad, they're crazy, and it has not stopped being crazy. It's simmered down a little bit. I feel it's
definitely crazy, but it's like with everything, your perspective shifts, and you just adapt and overcome.
Yeah.
And that's what we'll do. We'll just keep on adapting and keep on overcoming, and not sacrifice on anything that we feel strongly about, and just keep on rocking it.
Yeah.
So, but I'm excited about the way everything's shaping up. We got an awesome team right now with the business, so I can just let them roll with things and not have to worry about it. That's huge. We got an awesome family in the works that we're building up, and everything's good. So, as crazy as it all is, I wouldn't want anything to be different.
Yep.
So it's nothing but positive vibes and blessings for sure.
Robert might be spending a little bit more time at home.
I don't know. That's hard.
It's he literally was like, I hope you know, I'm going to be traveling a lot, and it's probably going to be a little bit extra. And I was just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
what am I gonna do? We're gonna get a travel trailer.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to invest in a travel trailer eventually. So if anybody's got any recommendations, let us know because we travel non-stop.
We do.
I mean, it's kind of crazy how much we travel.
We do travel a ton, and some things like it won't make sense to have a travel trailer for. You know, like it would make more sense for Robert to just fly for a weekend, but even like sometimes, sometimes the conferences, like people are going for these conferences on Friday and Saturday, but Robert usually flies out like Thursday, doesn't come home till Monday. Like it's a long time, and then I'll be home with the kids and the animals and stuff, which I love, but we would rather also be.
So we need a travel trailer with like a freaking dog compartment in back.
That's the part of that is just like something that we'll have to work through because like when we got Diesel, like we knew, like we're like Diesel could come with us, like that would actually be good protection for us, like wherever we are, like we'll have Diesel, and then we got maybe 3 more. We're
gonna have to get a travel trailer with a chicken coop built in, a chicken coop.
Yeah.
And,
see, the chickens are so easy, because like they have like self waters and self feeders, and we have an automatic door that opens and closes with the sunset and the sunrise, and so really someone just needs to go in, make sure that the doors are working properly, collecting the eggs, making sure the girls are all happy. They're actually pretty easy.
Yeah.
But you know, dogs, you can't leave them. Like they need their people, like chickens do too. But dogs like need their people. Chickens are like, what's up? I want to follow you around the yard, kind of.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it'll be a whole nother level of chaos in a few more months, but I guess we'll just take it in stride. You know, that's all we can do.
Yep.
But yeah, nothing but positive vibes. We're excited about everything 2025 is coming and bringing. Grateful for 2024. What are you doing as far as like the coaching stuff? Like, you want to talk about that at all? Focus on full-time mom. Kind of keep that on the back burner in the interim. Crystal is probably going to do the show, not this year, but maybe sometime eventually.
I will have had a baby 3 months prior.
Once the baby making's done.
Yeah, when we're done having kids, I would love to compete again. I think that's going to be my goal. And like right now, my goal is just to like build as much muscle as I can for competing again. I hadn't known, like up until, I don't know, a few months ago, I think I didn't really know if I wanted to compete again. But now I'm like, I definitely want to. Like, I think I really want to again. But, you know, we're going to have this one. We'll see where we're at after that. And
we'll talk about this in depth on the Trimester podcast too. But like, same as last time, we're going to do, you know, Crystal's full keto throughout the pregnancy. Rigel's been full keto since birth. And he's like literally tipping the charts on all the growth metrics for everybody his age. Like, he doesn't look like a 2.5-year-old. Like, you put him next to another 2.5-year-old, and he looks like he's 3.5.
He's very tall.
Yeah, and I'm not very tall. So
he's very tall and like stout.
Yeah,
I don't know. Just like people pick him up and they're like, "Whoa, this boy's got some weight to him." Yeah. But he's not like.
He's not fat at all.
Yeah, he's not. He's not overweight. He's not.
He's
like not leading on to like being. How do you say that about a child?
Well, he's getting ample protein. He's getting like a lot more protein than the recommendation. Yeah. I mean, I think the recommendation.
It's just cool. It's cool to see him grow and be like, wow, like our kid is like super healthy. Yeah.
Because he's eating real food.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely advocate. We don't, as parents, it's very easy to like fall into this trap of judging other parents, and we're all guilty of it. Don't ever want to do that. But I would definitely advocate any parent feed their kid real food. And I don't think it's a bad thing to suggest.
Yeah.
Because they're in such a pivotal, crucial time for their body development, but also their brain development. And if you're giving them ample fats and proteins, they're going to just thrive.
And I will say, a lot of people were like, man, you just wait till X, Y, or Z. You wait till Halloween. You wait till Easter. You wait till your family gives them this or that. And he is only 2.5. But I will say, up until this point, it has been easy for us.
Yeah.
For our family, with Rigel, it has been very easy to avoid giving him anything. He eats keto treats from time to time, like on special occasion. Like
he eats keto bricks like crazy.
He does eat keto bricks like crazy. But, you know,
meat.
he goes to Sunday school at church, and they all have snacks, and it's like goldfish or whatever. And
he picks him up and says trash and throws him
yes,
away.
he does. He picks them up and says, like, trash, trash, and like he'll throw them away. And he has his own snack, and like he's happy with his snack. He doesn't really care about their goldfish. Like he has his own thing that he likes. So it's honestly been easy, and I won't say it's going to be easy for all the kids. I won't say it's going to be easy in the coming years as he gets older and like recognizes that candy aisles are a thing. But I will say for the first 2.5 years of his life, it's been easy and so worth it.
What's his favorite food right now?
Steak.
Steak.
Your mom asked him, what do you want to have when you come to Grammy's? And he said steak.
Yeah. See, we're raising him right. We're raising him right.
Oh gosh, funny boy.
What else we got, babe? We're having somebody watch him right now as we're recording, so probably go check on him. You got anything else to highlight before we wrap it up? Has it been a good year for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It has been a good year.
We have not had to travel as much, and I love that. Well, you've traveled a lot, but like last year was our crazy travel year, and this year I'm grateful to like just be home a little bit more with you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of stuff to the house. We're gonna like demo that old house. We're gonna build a shop. We're gonna do a bunch of homesteading stuff this year. Hopefully, if all goes well, because I like our home. I like our cozy little home. So, lots of exciting things in 2025, y'all.
Yep.
But none of this is possible without y'all. So, just wanted to take a moment to express our gratitude and appreciation, and appreciate y'all sharing in our excitement and enthusiasm. And
we'll do another podcast sometime in January.
Yeah, for the first trimester. So let us know if you got any questions on pregnancy. Keto
we'll take
through
all
pregnancy.
the questions. Yeah,
hit us up with any of that stuff, because that'll all be relevant convo for the trimester podcast. We're super excited about everything, super grateful, super blessed, super
everything.
So that said, where do you want to direct people to you, babe?
Oh, you were just asking me about coaching and stuff. I'm just here. I have my Instagram. My Instagram's back up and running. I did not have, I took my Instagram off for like 8 or 9 months, I think, and brought it back. And so that's the.lady.savage. And then we have our family one that is at Live Savage. And that's pretty much where you can find me. I turned off my website. I am not really taking on clients anymore, especially with having another one on the way. So that's pretty much where they can find me.
Boom. I like it. Well, babe, always a pleasure. I love you. Good seeing your
Love
smiling
you too.
face. Hope you have a happy, healthy pregnancy and birth and all that good stuff. Appreciate y'all tuning in, and we'll be in touch. So y'all have an amazing end to 2024 and hit the ground running with 2025.